Let's continue with the analysis. A day after Sunday's general elections in Ecuador. To that end, we are joined by María Fernanda Andrade from Acción Jurídica Popular of Ecuador. Welcome, María, to From the South.
Thank you for having me. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure, María. Nice to meet you too. How can we analyze Sunday's results? Were there any surprises, any in vote behavior, turnout, or regional breakdowns?
Well, we have been living in Ecuador on a rough political and social environment that takes shape in an electoral process with many news, such as deaths, threats to candidates, raids on their homes, soldiers removing campaign posters of Luisa González, police officers surrounding candidates. All of these situations are unprecedented in our country. We have a president of Consejo Nacional Electoral, National Electoral Council, who has remained during 3 governments. All this is integrating a national context of general violence. We have the highest rates of extreme poverty, unemployment, forced migration. So we are having these new experiences here in Ecuador, and all this electoral process has been very irregular.
In your opinion, what issues, María, in your opinion, what issues, economy, security, institutional trust, things like that, have dominated voters' priority, and how did they impact the outcome?
Yeah. We have to say that the President of the Republic has not obeyed the Constitution, but not retired from his duties as President. There has been an unequal investment of campaign funds. According to a legal demand, Noboa has campaigned and used state funds. It means budget from Ecuadorians. We have to say that the electoral trends of young people in the world in general is a very important phenomenon to take into account. They are the ones who fuel the processes of these raises of fascism. As to the 50% who are voting for the conservative wing, it is necessary to name that choice, and that is called in Ecuador, military and a fascist preference. We are having the worst statistics as poverty and unemployment of our whole history. But some people who voted for ADN, the president's party, read this as a result of Correa's administration, some of them. This segment of people is preferring to accept the worst violence on the streets than a supposed dictatorship of Correa. In the year 2024, there were 7,000 deaths only, and only in January of this year, there were almost 800 violent deaths. So we think they are switching the dictatorship from one who improves health and poverty to one who sells a speech of liberty and richness, that all we know that comes from human exploitation and natural resources. We are having a polarized society, I think, which is the reflect of how the modern world is divided by a neoliberalist illusion, in where fascism is taking place in terms of offering security and stability with authoritarianism, but not real peace, education, and community life. I think now we have a work to do. I think the union of left-wing parties is necessary, as well as the social organization.
As Ecuador goes to April's runoff elections, María, what do you believe both candidates will do different or not from the first round campaigns?
I think this time there's a bridge between the progressive wing and the social movement, and that bridge is Leonidas Issa, representative of Pachacutic, who is third in the list of candidates. The social movement this time, as in 2019 and 2022, will take advantage of the prominence of the indigenous movement and Issa for the unity of the left. I think this time is the moment of the left wing to get together and to work, to be near to the social needs. That's the important thing. I think it's essential for Luisa González to work into capacitations and educations in terms of what is happening really with our real situation, with our rights. And it's important to know that capitalism is the cause for all our society destruction. We are having a narco state now, and we have to think deeply about it. I think on the other hand, on the other side, maybe Novoa is going to take advantage of the domination into the media, into social media, to captivate the young voters. And I think the speech of security, of liberty is going to win, to take place in general in minds, in people's minds.